Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode of the EIC Marketing Experience. Today's episode, Kolton and I are just going to discuss the transitioning of running paid media or running ads for our podcast away from me and over to him. Really, we'll just kind of dive right in. And so Kolton, one of the first and foremost things that we want to update. And so really we're all about speed. And so getting into market was more important than actually being able to track everything. Really just wanted to get in front of eyeballs. And so one thing I did not do is implement UTMs. And so kind of as a reminder, Kolton, would love for you to kind of hear your thoughts on what UTMs are, just see if it stayed up there in the mind. So go ahead and take it away. What are UTMs and why are they important?
So yeah, perfect. UTMs are a great way to track the performance of your marketing. So basically when you're marketing, you know you're driving traffic to a site and you know that you're driving people there because that's what the platform's telling you. But do you know from which post is driving it? Do you know from where? Do you know what type of traffic it is? Facebook, Google, all that stuff doesn't really tell you too much of that unless you bolt on these special parameters that you can bolt on to the back of any URL. So when you go to place your ad, the landing page, you bolt them onto the back of that URL and it can tell you a lot more insights into your marketing that you don't normally get. So that's kind of a little general gist of what UTMs are and how they can help you. And yeah, pretty much we need to attach those onto our UTMs so that we can then tell what they're doing and how to manage our marketing and stuff like that.
Love it, young grasshopper. So basically what we're doing is exactly what Kolton said. We're running multiple traffic sources. We have YouTube running, Google search, banner display ads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all those different things that we're paying to drive traffic to our website. If we don't do something special on our URLs, basically we won't be able to tell how did Facebook do versus LinkedIn or how did YouTube do. So what we do is we define that through what are called UTMs. And so I left those off, and where this comes in is we're just seeing random things that are set to not set within or that are unknown within Google Analytics. And so we have one audience where people are staying for over 7 minutes, and we have some audiences where people are only staying for 20 seconds. And so without these UTMs, we don't know what it might be LinkedIn that's people are staying. It might be Facebook, but we can't allocate our dollars towards those channels where people are coming in and actually engaging. And so a big cleanup or next step for this campaign is going to be getting the tracking going so that we can then optimize. And so Kolton, really what we're doing, some videos, some banners, some this and that. So really want to hear your thoughts. I know you had a few minutes to kind of overlook the campaign and see what's going on. So I would love to hear, are there any questions that you have for me? And if not, would love to just kind of hear you reiterate what our ultimate goal is with this campaign and what all's going on.
So yeah, pretty much our ultimate goal is to promote our podcast that we have going on. So right now for our top of funnel and just to introduce the podcast to people, we have a video view campaign going on. So that's just going to hit the people on YouTube and just show them not on YouTube, on Facebook actually. It's going to show them a video of our podcast and just introduce them idea before we kind of move them down the funnel into more of showing them landing them on the podcast page to where they can see all the other podcasts that we have going on. So the other episodes, the other segment, like this one right here, and then just stuff like that. And then more of asking them to subscribe would be the bottom of the funnel. But in order to separate all that, we need UTMs and track them onto the URLs, which we haven't done yet. So right now it's being pulled into Google Analytics, but we don't know if it's coming from Facebook. So we don't know if maybe Facebook's driving better quality traffic that's staying longer. We don't know that yet, but if we had a UTM, we'd be able to tell that because you can track a source. So that's where the traffic's coming from. So Facebook, Google, Twitter, all that. Then you have a medium. So that's what type of traffic it is. So do you have paid search? Do you have social? Is it from email? You don't know all that. And then it helps a lot so that you can push your dollars towards the more quality traffic that you want and drive the leads you want, pretty much. And that's what we need to do so we can push the dollars around and get what we want out of it.
Exactly. So, a lot of things you're bringing up that's really good. That word that always comes up in marketing, funnel. Just to kind of reiterate, a funnel is just a communication flow. And so what we're doing is we've produced a video that explains who we are and the type of podcast that we have running. And so we're reaching people that have never heard of us or been to our website, engaged with our page, anything like that. And so top of funnel is introducing ourselves. We're EIC.Agency. We have a podcast that's about marketing and we interview local successful entrepreneurs. And so now people can know who we are and what we do. We have now reached out for the handshake. We need to bolt on UTMs to tell all the top of funnel because there are different metrics that we look at within Google Analytics. From there, we have basically middle of funnel. So then the people that watch the entire video, it's a 15-second video. So if you stop scrolling and you watch the whole thing, we'll then retarget you and say, hey, check out our latest episodes. And then we'll drop them on our latest episodes page where they can then browse all the different episodes that we've done. The people that have been there and that have engaged a bit, where they've stayed maybe longer than 30 seconds, they didn't bounce right away. We're taking those people and saying, hey, check out our episodes. And then we're highlighting a couple of the latest episodes, and then anyone that's been to an actual episode page, we have a weekly ad that's running where all we do is replace the creative with the latest episode. And so that's all the way from this is who we are, this is what we're about, this is all the different products, services, episodes that we offer.
Perfect. So you might be wondering, like, yeah, we know it brings more insights into our marketing performance and like what to do with it. But you might be wondering, like, how does it actually work on the back end, or how does Google Analytics pull all that in from the same, like from that URL? And it's because like when you have Google Analytics, the code placed on the back end of your website, and then you attach those UTMs together. Google Analytics and UTMs work together. So then it just pulls that code from the end of the URL based on whatever like ad you picked or whatever, and that's how you bring in those dimensions to Google Analytics. And you could add on things to your URL that you wanted to see. So like you can add on, even for like paid search, you can add on a keyword to see what specific keyword is driving more engagement, or what specific keyword is driving better traffic, and then you can optimize towards that. And that's some stuff that you don't usually get from Facebook or Google and stuff like that, and it helps a ton. So yeah, I just wanted to hit on that and how it pulls it all into there and displays it for you.
Awesome. Bunch of good stuff, Kolton. Appreciate that. So as we kind of wrap this up, just want to kind of recap, since there was a lot of good stuff that came from this. So one, always be thinking about your messaging through the funnels. All it is one big communication flow. And then two, you got to know what you're doing and how to track things in order to do better. So make sure you're bolting on those UTMs. Make sure Google Analytics is hooked up properly to be able to track everything, and always be optimizing. Let's get back to grinding.
Cool. Thank you so much for tuning into this latest episode of the EIC Marketing Experience. It's actually our new segment we just started up, and we talk about marketing tips, the strategies that we go about, and pretty much just how we go about marketing. If you liked everything that was said, you can hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit that notification bell if you want to get notifications straight to you whenever we drop a video. And yeah, maybe you have a comment or some question about marketing you want us to ask on the next episode. We can do that as well. Just leave it down below. And then yeah, till next Wednesday. Let's get it.